You know what time it is. 30-second devotional. Jesus calling. July 17th. Imagine that Jesus is speaking. Come away with me for a while. The world with its non-stop demands can be put on hold. Most people put me on hold, rationalizing that someday they will find time to focus on me. But the longer people push me into the background of their lives, the harder it is for them to find me. You live among people who glorify busyness. They have made time a tyrant that controls their lives. Even those who know me as Savior tend to march to the tempo of the world. They have brought into the illusion that more is always better. More meeting, more program, more activity. I have called you to follow me on a solitary path, making time alone with me your highest priority and deepest joy. It is a pathway largely unappreciated and often despised. However, you have chosen the better thing, which will never be taken away from you. Moreover, as you walk close to me, I can bless others through you. I like this one a lot because personally, I grew up believing in God, but I didn't understand the relationship side until 20 years later. And it really is so easy to put God in the background and be like, okay, starting this time, I'm gonna actually work on my relationship. Or when life gets hard, you're like, okay, now I'm gonna start to pursue God. And because life is so busy, and we all do kind of function in this like doing mentality, it can be so easy to have him be on the back burner. But it wasn't until I actually forced myself to sit down every day for 21 days and put time aside to actually spend with him to develop that relationship that I saw the fruit of what relationship with him looks like. And I think the reason why a lot of people fall off of that is because they haven't given him a long enough chance to develop relationship, where they may spend like one day trying to give God time but give up too quickly because life happens. But it's all about the daily discipline of showing up every day to spend time with him every day that you start to see really what relationship with him looks like. So it's so important to prioritize time with him, because the busyness of life will one take you away from him, which then will take you away from a lot of other things. It can be like this little cycle of go, go, go. You feel burnt out, then you want to like go give God a try. But because you don't know how to cultivate the relationship yet, you get burnt out. It's in the alone time with God that your relationship will strengthen. And it's in the daily habits of showing up every day that you see the power of what it can do in your everyday. Because if you just give him one day, how are you going to be able to speak on what's actually happening in your life? Rather than if you start this routine, the more time you spend with him, the more you're going to see him move in your life. The more you're going to have examples of him moving in your life. And it ends with, as you walk close to him, he can bless others through you, which is so key. Because the more you spend time with him, the more you're going to look like him. The more you look like him, the more you'll effortlessly bless others around you. So prioritize quiet time with God, and don't let the busyness of the world prolong that, because the world will never sustain you. And Jesus does. Be blessed!